What are the strongest philosophical arguments that God exists?
If these are the strongest arguments for God, then there is no strong argument for God.
Number 1, the cosmological arguments. These argue that the existence of contingent things like universe require an explanation, leading to a necessary first cause or a being, which is God.
Even if the universe had a first cause, there's nothing that requires it to be a personal being. And it is inappropriate to assert that the first cause is a being that you can't even prove exists.
Number 2, the fine-tuning argument. The physical constants of the universe appear extraordinarily precise for life. If gravity or expansion rate or any other constant were slightly different, life would be impossible.
Let me point out 3 things that destroy the fine-tuning argument, and there's even more than that. 1. The universe is 99% lethal to all biological life. Therefore, it certainly does not follow that a being fine-tuned the universe for biological life, since biological life is so rare. 2. We have no evidence that a universe could exist with parameters different from our universe. We don't know of any other universes. This suggests that the parameters of our universe are fundamental and necessary, which eliminates fine-tuning as a logical possibility. And 3, if a God had to fine-tune the conditions of our universe for life, that means he was constrained by some higher power and he's incapable of creating life with different parameters. This eliminates a creator as an almighty being.
Number 3, the moral argument. If objective moral truth exists, things like justice, good, evil, they must be grounded beyond human opinion.
Morality is grounded in human reasoning. This argument just falsely asserts that it's not possible to ground morality in human reasoning. I would say it's not possible to ground morality in something that we can't even prove exists, in the invisible man.
Number 4, the consciousness argument. Human consciousness is difficult to explain using only physical matter. Subjective experiences point beyond purely material explanation.
No, they don't. Subjective conscious experience suggests that consciousness is tied directly to the individual brain that the consciousness is derived from. If consciousness was derived outside of the individual, we would not expect to have individual subjective conscious experience. We would have a shared conscious experience, but we don't.
Number 5, the ontological argument. If maximally great being is even possible, then it must exist in every possible world, including ours.
This is an utterly foolish argument. Just because something is possible does not mean it's necessary. And I would argue that if a maximally great being existed, of necessity, it would at least have to be able to demonstrate its existence.
And a bonus argument, the resurrection of Jesus. Historical evidence surrounding the resurrection of Jesus Christ is best explained by the event actually happening.
Unfortunately for you, there is no historical evidence of the resurrection of Jesus. And there are many, much more plausible explanations for why people would write fictional stories about supernatural events in order to start a religion. I have written a book called Jesus Demigod Putting the Lord on Trial, and this book overwhelmingly provides the evidence that Christianity is false and that the New Testament is Roman wartime propaganda.